Hey guys, Adam here from DirectionTrader.com. Let's do a recap of today's live trading room and talk about what we see moving forward. Well, it's been an interesting day here in the S&P 500, as you guys can see. We started off early this morning with a nice push to the upside, went into this consolidation that caused us to be a little bit cautious this morning in the trading room. Had this consolidation basically from the entire morning session, and then you can pretty well see what happened from there. But during this morning session, we had to be very disciplined. We did get some trades this morning. We had 4 positions in this morning's trading session, just small scalps. We'll go over them here in just a second. And then after that, boom, watch out below. The market went ahead and sold off from there. Where are we going to close? I'm not sure. We still got about 15 minutes left in the session. I'm actually very interested to see if we make a push higher or if this thing's going to roll over and trade somewhere near its lows. Let me pull up the daily chart here. Let me go over today's trades real fast, and then we'll come over here to the daily, and we'll finish up by looking at if it trades here, then we're going to do this. If it does this, then we're going to do that. So as we're going back here in time, you're going to see our positions from today in the live trading room. Just as we pushed higher here this morning, we pushed above this previous day's highs. Now, it just barely eked its way above here, so I wasn't able to do much here. Then as it did have a nice push up here, this was during the news announcement. So I wasn't able to actually take this pullback long, which would end up being a scratch trade. But nonetheless, the market pulled back. As we started to dance around here, we were waiting for this thing to make a move. Aggressive move higher or an aggressive move lower off this previous day's highs. As we bounced to the downside, we ended up shorting a pullback, covered for some small profits, and then we went into some consolidation. It was not able to push higher, wasn't able to push lower, but as we were taking these positions, these bounces off of this previous day's highs, as you see here, another good anchor leg to the short side. We took another good short here. As it sold off, pulled back, took another good short there. And as it dropped back, took another short right here and got eked out of it before the market ultimately ended up rolling over. So it was short after short after short after short after short today. So we ended up taking 4 shorts here in the live trading room. Sure enough, as lunch came around, there come the fall. So the fall came just after we stopped trading in the live trading room this morning, and then ever since then, I fully intended on trading this afternoon, guys, but it's been a free-for-all. So a free fall ever since, and once we got down in here, we went into this consolidation right below the previous day's lows. Now moving forward, I'm very curious what the market wants to do here. As you can see, we're trading just above this previous day's lows, and I'm curious if we're going to close down here near the low. If we can actually break through that and trade lower, let's go over to the daily chart, and that will be the difference. Here we go. On this daily chart, you can see here, we're looking at some levels here from the previous day. We broke out above yesterday's highs initially, and then we started to short. What happens when you short the previous day's highs? You look for it to sell off towards the previous day's lows. It did that to the exact T today. So, moving forward, I'm very curious if we're going to close outside of this previous day or not. If we end up closing below yesterday's low, I'm going to look for some further selling into tomorrow. If we close up above this previous day's low in this mid-range or in the middle of yesterday's range, where we currently are trading right now, I don't think there's any bias. I am still 100% neutral bias on the market. And I'll have to wait till tomorrow to determine whether I am permanently bullish or bearish. So moving forward, I'm very curious what's going to happen. I'm making this video, rather than making it in 15 minutes from now, I'm making it, and I'm putting out some projections here. If we're able to sell off below the previous day's lows, I'm looking for further selling going into tomorrow. If we continue to hold yesterday's range, we are still in a very neutral bias, and I'll have to come in tomorrow with a mentality of, if the momentum starts to run it to the upside, we're going to be day traders and we're going to trade it to the upside. If the momentum starts to sell off, we're going to have to go with that. So it takes a little more discipline to trade in these sideways environments. But if we do close down below the previous day's lows and we open up tomorrow and there's any type of selling at all, there's only one direction for me to look, and that will be the short side. So we're right now, as we speak, we are approaching that previous day's lows again. If it is able to break it and start trading lower, I will be looking to the short side come tomorrow morning when we're day trading in the live trading room. So, guys, a little bit generic here. Just a very interesting day here. So today's video is a little bit more of a update rather than full of content. So these days kind of happen, but as you can see, we're approaching this previous day's lows. I want to see if this thing wants to trade lower. If it's going to trade lower, I can see some more follow through going into tomorrow's trading session. Some more selling going into the stock index futures. So, hope this helps, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, adam@directiontrader.com. You can also leave comments below that I will be the one that actually responds to those as well, so that'd be just as good. So go ahead and get a hold of me if you have any questions. If not, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.